Right, okay. Let's get this thing started again. I better turn down the music a little bit. Like this. Yep. Okay. It's the middle of the night again. But I still can't sleep.
Chris,
So,
like,
whatever.
ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris, a cartel guy just as a
Okay, show of force.
show of cartel guy just as a
Show of force. Let's see how we can do that. There's that jumping off the bones again. Guess I can handle that.
guy just as a show of force.
Oh, there comes my dog jumping out the bed again. Hey, Samwise. Na, Kumpel? Willst du aufs Sofa? Na, danke. Samwise, ich habe gerade den Stream angefangen. Kumpelknuff. Na, du bist ein guter Junge. Ja, ja, ja. Ich habe doch gerade damit angefangen. Willst du deinen Teddybär holen? Na gut. Das macht derweil hier weiter, Samwise.
A show of force.
Hoppla. Okay.
Just as a show of force.
Show of force. Let's see how we can do that.
Just as a show of force. Chris, guy just as a show of force. Just as a show of force.
Okay, then how about putting those fingers together for a fist?
Just as a show of force.
But we need them still as the claws here. So, and there.
Just as a show of force.
Okay. Like that. Yep, like this. Now, just turn the thumb in for the fist. Does it even work?
It's like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris ate a
Yeah, I guess that should work. Nice.
Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force.
Yeah, I think this will work. But there's still something wrong here with his wrist. But what? Let's see how I can turn this around. Ooh, what's wrong here? Ugh. Oh boy. Did I move his hand around somehow? No. I think that's not possible. I'll fix it later. First we have to get this thing going here. Yeah, there we go. That's okay. Not really. Ugh. That doesn't look so good. Guess maybe get the thumb out here. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Still this wrist. What's the matter here? Let's see here. If I reposition this thing, does this fix anything? Let's take a look. Not really. Okay, then maybe it's the elbow? Maybe you can fix something with the elbow. Looks like such hard work. Yeah, if you wanna go into detail a lot, then yeah, then it's hard work. But it's also fun. I mean, there is this one picture back here where we can already zoom in on Chris. That was pretty fun to make. Like here. There we go here in the rendered view. That's okay. It could lag a little bit, but it's fine.
Like, I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys, honestly. It's just, like, they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by the way,
doing it.
At work, if you ever see one of those chip attacks where someone's like, Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris ate a cartel guy's fingers and nose,
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
Like, I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys, honestly. It's just, like, they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by the way,
doing it.
Yeah, that's fine so far back there. But yeah, you're right. It's hard work. I'm sitting on this animation for some weeks now. Not the whole time. I actually have a job to do, but okay. It's really fun to work with the camera here. This is how far I am with the whole animation for now. That's 46 seconds.
You play for a bit. I want to drink this delightful mango drink.
Oh yeah, that delightful mango drink.
Yeah.
Chris, why do you explain to the audience? Because that sounds, you know, they say like bring it up to show to class. Why don't you just explain to people? All right.
So a few months ago, me, Tomer, and Zach went all in on a business endeavor. We bought a mango farm out in the hills of LA.
And it's been getting raided by cartels, so we've been at war.
Yeah, we've been at war with the cartel for the last like 6 months.
We had to install turrets on people.
I'm only laughing because of the guy we killed and tortured. It was just it was a funny video.
The guy you flayed on, you like cut his belly open. You
cut his belly off, his face off.
You cut his face off. His
yeah, no,
his
you gotta
fingertips
understand.
off.
No, before you think we're monsters, this is just how business is done.
Business is business.
If you ever see one of those,
Yeah. So that's the result so far. I guess the sound cut out somewhere around here.
Turrets, we use drones that pour.
No, I guess it was just a little error.
People.
And here I wanted to put in some kind of jump cut. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, I like to elevate shitposting to another level, I guess. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can even finish this animation before I go to bed and let it render overnight. That would be nice.
One of those chip attacks.
Yeah, the chimp attack. This little shitty. Where is it? This little Blender shader here of a compressed YouTube video plus some, what's it called? I guess just noise. Yeah,
you ever see one of those
noise.
chip attacks where someone's like, where Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show
I
of
could just
Yeah.
watch
Cartel
this
guy's
whole
fingers and
video
nose.
here.
and, like lips and genitals off.
Like I wouldn't be.
Some apes boxing. I mean, I hope those apes are all right. It's just really fun to watch them. Okay, back to the task at hand.
It's like ate a cartel guy just as
a show off.
Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force.
Yeah, show of force, right. Back to the solid view here. And we need another fist. Where did I put the fist together for the other hand? I guess here. Oh, don't forget the thumb. At least this for now. Yeah. Is that everything we need? Yep. And put them... Oh, I guess there's a little error here. Yeah. This goes here. And this here goes... there.
Cartel guy, just as a show of force.
Yeah. Now we have to correct this thumb. I really should make a pose library for that, so that I don't have to close this hand manually every time. I really have I have to learn to speak some English. Huh. So, Folletto Schmack. What time is it actually at yours, at your place right now? Hope it's not as late as here. Ah, I see. I guess maybe you got turned your sound off,
Just as a show of force.
which I understand. It's not. Oh, okay. California. Oh, that's half around the world. Okay. Ah. I'm sitting here in Germany in the middle of the night. My dog sleeping behind me on the couch. I sit here at my desk with candlelight. It's very cozy.
Just as a show of force.
Yeah.
Okay, show
Just as a show
of
of
force.
force.
I really have, maybe I just finished the handwork for now. Let's see.
And
No,
nose,
in fact, I
and like lips and genitals off.
like.
Okay, what were his gestures? What would they be?
Chris
Yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
No.
nose.
Let's see here.
Just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's
Before I do that, I shouldn't forget here. Take all those bones, minus this. Yep, these bones, and put them in a post library. Let's see, hand, or in German it's Hand, Faust, L for left or links. And let's take the other one here. And let's make one for this too. Hand, Faust, R, rechts. Let's see if this works. Here we have this hand. There we have this hand. Nice. Nice. Yes. This should-
show of force. Chris
Yeah.
Anna
Okay, Chris, maybe. Okay, now we have to relax this hand maybe a little bit more. Open this hand up for some talking gestures. Yeah, why not? First this one. Okay, bit by bit we just... Bleh, bleh. Thank you, but really it's just this here is just a hobby. So yeah, I have to work with Blender in my job too. So I work on a video game with some friends. Hopefully we're done with this in, I guess, 2 years, something like that. That would be nice. And hopefully my YouTube channel has grown until then by so you know, to let people know that I made a game. Yeah, but it's not a priority. But it also helps to to keep the workflow, I guess. Just to... I really have to learn some English. Yeah, it's to keep it fresh, you know. There were times that I just didn't use Blender at all for quite a long time, and you forget so much. Most of the things that I do now here is actually just muscle memory, and I guess that's very helpful. So I don't have to think about what I'm doing here, it's just instinct. But I still can't grip those axes quite right. Yeah, as you can see here. I want to grab the red one, but I fail every time. There we go. Okay, so
Chris,
Yeah.
Chris, he says. Chris. Chris with this open gesture.
Chris
Yeah.
Ada could tell. Chris
Yeah.
Ada could tell.
Yeah, that's not fast enough. Let's see.
Chris
Yeah.
Ada could tell.
Oh god, I hate this bone jumping here. Yeah, exactly this. And I don't do creature modeling enough, to be honest. Those meshes here are not the best. See, like those butt areas here, or where the face is alright. The face is okay. It works, but it could be better. At least right now they're better than the ones from the first video. I overhauled them a little bit, so that for example, I put in some two-way joints here so that it doesn't squeeze so much in the armpits and stuff like that. Same with the knees, and this belly here was a lot of work. So it doesn't look like crap. It still looks a little bit crappy when you go close in like this, but it works from afar. And while I mention that, I should hide these bones here. I don't have to see them actually. Hide. I don't have to see the belly bones and the butt bones. Yeah. Okay, that's better. So where was I? Right.
Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell
Yeah, right. I was freaking out about this mesh jumping here. It has something to do with the wrist bone, this one here. But without it, it looks just as crappy. So I just have to work with this. I guess I can help it a little bit with the elbow. If I move it in there maybe.
Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell
At least it jumps just once now and not 2 times. Ugh. Ugh. Maybe. No, let's just keep it this way. Maybe.
Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't really see it that clearly here in the animation, so whatever. Most important thing is that it gets done by the end of the day.
Anaco tell guys
Okay, where was
go boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco
So he says,
Yeah.
which is the hand bone? This one here. Okay, now my little trick, I put this keyframe here in between those two and just move it along to make the animation a little snappier.
boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco
Maybe not too
boys.
snappy.
Chris
Yeah.
Anaco
Put one here.
Chris
Yeah.
Anaco boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell guys fing
Yeah, that's better.
boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell guys fingers fingers
Fingers. Okay, the cartel guy's fingers. Look like this. Maybe show your hands then. Ugh. Like this. Yep. Guess there's nothing I can do about this.
Chris Anaco tell guys fingers
Ugh. Oh no. Oh no.
tell guys fingers
I guess I have to speed this up a little bit.
is a show off boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell guys show off boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell guys is a show off boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell guys
Fingers. Where are your There we are. There we go. Ba-ba.
show off boys. Chris
Yeah.
Right, just copy those over here.
off boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco show off boys. Chris
Yeah.
Anaco Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell
Let's see here.
Chris
Yeah.
Anaco Chris
Yeah.
Anaco Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell guys fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I
and, like, Chris
yeah.
Anaco tell guys fingers and
No, in
nose.
Let's see here.
Chris
Yeah.
Anaco tell guys fingers and
No,
nose.
in-
The cartel guy's fingers. So let's see here. cartel guys. A bit closer there.
Guys' fingers and
No,
nose. Guys' fingers and nose.
Not
Tell guys' fingers and
No.
nose.
yeah, that's better. Cartel guys. Let's see here. Up, 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 up.
Tell guys' fingers and
No,
nose. Tell guys' fingers and
no, in
nose.
fact,
Fingers and nose. And tell guys.
There we go. With the elbow again.
Chris
yeah.
and tell guys' fingers and
No,
nose. Chris
yeah.
and tell guys' fingers. Chris
Yeah.
and
That motion is too weak.
Chris
Yeah.
and tell guys' fingers and Chris
Yeah.
and tell guys' fingers and guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and tell guys' fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
Okay, he ate his fingers, so I guess we have to show that by spreading those fingers. That's easy enough. That's easy enough. Just press, what's it? Alt R. Yes. And now we just take these bones here and spread them a little bit wider. Yes. Like this. Mm-hmm. And always safe.
Tell guys' fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
and, like lips and genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're,
doing it.
and we're just
Okay.
guys' fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I
and, like tell guys' fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
and, like lips. And, tell guys' fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
and, like lips and. And tell guys' fingers.
Yeah.
And tell guys' fingers.
Yeah, I guess the shoulder motion could help you.
Tell guys.
From here. Whoop. Up. A little bit up. And here we relax it again, maybe?
And tell guys' fingers and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that.
Guys' fingers and.
Just earlier.
Guys' fingers and.
The shoulders move first, then the arms, I guess? Yes.
Tell guys' fingers and.
I wish this wrist wouldn't jump so much. Oh god. But it can't be helped. Whatever.
Chris
Yeah.
and tell guys' fingers and
no, in
nose.
fact,
Ada Cartella guys. I think it's okay, but his body should start to move with this those gestures. But now let's see here.
The cartel guy just as.
Where does it start? Here.
Ever see one of those chip attacks where someone's like, where Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force.
As a show of force.
This is-
Okay, let's see.
Show of force.
Then we need some more power in this motion here. Show
Just as a show of
force, I guess. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe he moves a little bit in his
This is a
seat.
show of force.
Guess he actually has to move here. Yeah. Let's see. Put something here. Keyframe here. Move him up with the fists until I would say here, just a little bit, and then
Oh god, just as a show of force. Oh god, just as a show of force.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Oh god, just as a show of force.
And what do we need? What do we also need? Oop. I guess maybe his upper body too.
As a show of force. Just as a show of force. Just as a
Yeah.
show of force.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there. Maybe stretch it a little bit too. And slow it down.
And a
a little.
cartel guy just as a show of force.
Yeah.
Cartel guy just as a show of force.
And then his head has to move behind a little bit. First, his neck. Keep your eyes on the prize.
And a cartel guy just as a show of force.
And here we let it move a little bit behind that.
As a show of force.
A little bit faster.
Just as a show of force.
Ah, right, and let it swing out a little bit, like this.
Cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we're getting there. That's better.
a cartel guy just as a show of force.
Hmm. Any other bones that need some movement, maybe? Maybe the lower body too. Let's see here.
Just as a show of force.
Let's take that and put it here again.
Just as a show of force. Just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and
Yep. Why not? Why not? Okay.
a show of force.
Yeah.
And
Okay, then he's talking about Chris. This hand here. Maybe we can turn his body a little bit into that motion. Like that. Just a little bit to make it more believable. Mm-hmm. Is that... Yeah, that's where his hand should be going now,
Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy.
I guess. More like over here, I guess.
Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel.
And then this doesn't make any sense anymore,
Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel.
since we have to move this keyframe over here now, like this, I guess.
Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy's fingers and
No, in
nose.
fact,
Yeah.
Chris
yeah.
and a cartel.
And after that, you can move back again.
Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy's fingers.
Oop, oop. What was that jerk motion here? Where did that come from? Alright, just I'm scrolled in. Let's see here, maybe move this there, this here.
As a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy's fingers and
Oof.
just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy's fingers.
Yeah, it has to move back.
Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy's fingers.
And guess shoulder movement would help here too. Let's move them a little bit to the front. Yeah, that helps to relax the arm. Oh, oops. Not that far. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Oh. But then here's a shoulder keyframe that would give us some trouble.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No, in
nose.
fact,
Let's see here again. Let's see that motion.
As a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
Cartel guy's fingers and
Here's
force. Chris
Yeah.
Cartel guy's fingers.
okay, this finger.
Chris
Yeah.
Cartel guy's fingers.
Yeah, we have to get this hand closer now. Yeah, like that. Still, I guess there's nothing, at least for today, that I can do about this wrist. Nah, I'm animating this through, and maybe I fix the weight paint in the after that. Maybe. I can't guarantee it. Maybe I would break more than I would fix with this. Let's see.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No.
nose.
No, hey, that's not so bad.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No.
nose.
Just the hand position, maybe more like that. I wish this wrist wouldn't look like shit. Ugh. This. Look at that. Oh no. Well, can't be helped now. Whatever.
Cartel guy's fingers and nose. Fingers and nose.
no, in fact, I. Oh, in fact, I.
Nose and nose. Nose. Fingers and nose.
Cartel guy's fingers and
Just move a little more.
Cartel guy's fingers.
Fingers. Oh, there's your backbone. Move this back.
Cartel guy's fingers and nose.
Fingers. And move this a little bit back to stretch. Stretch, yes.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
Nose. Is this your hand? Yep.
Fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
Nose. Here. Goes to the nose.
Guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
Fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
And like lips and
Okay, yeah.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in-
Just maybe a little bit closer. But first we gotta close up that hand. That's his left one. Yes. Like this. Oh no, I don't need a bone for I need a keyframe for that bone. That's not necessary. But for these, I copy over those
Fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
and close here.
and
No,
nose.
in-
Now we just need a pointy finger, like this. Just on the right keyframe here. But now you can point to the nose over here, like that. Fingers and nose.
Fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
Fingers and
and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
a little bit closer, like that. Maybe.
Fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
and
No,
nose.
in fact, I.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's smooth out that movement. Put a keyframe in here, move it forward.
And
No, in
nose,
fact, I
and like lips.
Yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
Fingers, nose. Not that far. Turn here a little bit. Up.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Nope, 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 nope. Where is his head bone here? We need the position from the other key animation point. Here.
Fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
The head in position first. Oh, that's fine.
Fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Mm-hmm. Now, smoothing the animation out like this.
Fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips.
Mm-hmm.
His fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
It starts to become some kind of weird song to listen to this conversation over and over again. I guess it won't leave me alone this night, even when I go to sleep. But I doubt that I will finish this animation tonight. Maybe Zach's animation, but not Tomar's. Hmm. That would be too optimistic. But then again, this copyright-free music still lasts for 11 hours. So what do I know? Okay.
Guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Chris like Anna Cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Okay, wait, I have to act this out with Zach a little bit. Sitting in my office chair, and let's just act this dialogue a little bit.
Anna Cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
I wouldn't have even.
Okay, maybe rips his genitals. Okay. Let's see here.
And like lips and
Rip. Rip, I guess, like this. We do some kind of. Come on, it's not that hard. Okay. We do some kind of ripping motion. Put this hand here. We have to open it up first. We don't need that bone. Nope. Yep, like this. Open it up. That's okay for now.
and like lips and genital. Lips and
Yeah, rip before. Even before he says rip, we need this hand in position.
In fact,
and like lips and
Yeah, like that. Then we need this hand. We need a fist. Take all those fingers. We have a fist here, like that. Yeah. Put it over. Put it over there. Elbow up. Okay, then I guess he has to get into this motion with his upper body a little bit. Maybe lean a little bit to the left into his right hand. Like forward. Does he turn like this? Let's try that. Those hands a little bit down here, so there's more space for his movement. Shoulder up, I guess. Don't see it that well down here, but that's okay.
No, in fact, I
like lip.
Oh yeah, yeah. What did I do here? Right, that's just the whatever the what's it called? Backbone, I guess. English is just not my first
in fact,
language.
I like lips and.
In fact,
I like lips.
Rips or rip. No, rip it. Put your elbow up. Let's see here.
I like lips and jet.
Yeah, it gets us at least closer to what we actually want.
No, in fact,
I like lips and jet.
Let's try smoothing this out.
I like lips and genital. I like lips and genital.
I guess we're too early with this animation. Too early. Let's take those keyframes back a little bit.
I like lips and genital.
Better. One keyframe more, I guess.
I like lips and genitals.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, in fact,
I like lips and genital.
Okay, now we can close this hand around his other hand, step by step. I turn this down there to material view so it doesn't lag so much. You go over here like that. Is that okay? I guess it's okay, yeah. Now let's turn in some fingers. Some fingies. Like this. And then we grab these other fingies. It's still the same fingers, but other joints. Yes, yes, like this. Maybe turn his hand inwards a little bit more, like that. Yeah, like this. There's too many bones in one spot. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Just has to get finished. Rest doesn't matter. Let's see here.
Oh, in fact,
I like lips and genital.
Rip.
Like
Okay, rip. So then we can close this hand to another fist, I guess. To make this motion a little bit stronger. Let's see here. Faust. Faust.
I like lips and genitals off.
Yeah. There's some counter motion here. Just rip it along.
Santa could tell guys fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
I like lips and genital. Fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
I like lips and genital.
Alright, he has to open his hand up here. Let's get some bones. Bone. And Alright, it's not this hand's fault, it's the right hand's fault.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I
like fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Fingers and nose. Fingers and nose. Maybe like that, yeah.
Fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact, I
like
Fingers and
fingers
nose.
and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Faster, I
Cartel
guess.
guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
And his finger closing animation should be
guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
fingers and nose. Yeah, that's okay.
fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
And like lips and genitals. Fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Yeah, nose. He has to point at and not in the nose. How do I fix that? Maybe. Maybe just move the head with the hand, I guess. Yeah, that's okay.
no, in
Nose,
fact,
and like lips and genitals.
Mm-hmm. Now let's counter this smooth motion here somehow. Maybe put a keyframe here, move it up.
no, in fact,
And like lips and genitals.
Mm-hmm.
no, in fact,
And like lips and genitals.
Yeah, that's more like it. But
in fact,
now,
And like lips and
rip. Now we need the rip. Like this, we put in some root motion here. Move him down again. Keep the rotation.
and like lips and genitals. And like lips and
Oops. Does it come later? Let's see here.
and like lips and genitals. And like lips and genitals.
Sooner or later?
And like lips and genitals.
I can't really tell right now.
And like lips and genitals.
I guess that's fine, yeah. Rip. Now rip a little bit more with your upper body.
And like lips and genitals.
More over here. Let's smooth this out. Put a keyframe in, move it left.
Like lips and genitals.
And same with the root bone, I guess.
And like lips and genitals off. And like lips and genitals off.
Something
in fact,
And like lips and
that's just... It's just wrong somehow. Maybe... Oy, oy, oy. Maybe if we can see this hand better.
like lips and genitals.
Get this out of the way. Up. Move the keyframe to the left.
And like lips and genitals.
Yeah, that's more like it.
And like lips and genitals.
Yes. But then his hand is out of reach for his body. Doesn't look so good. Let's move this over here.
And like lips and genitals. And like lip.
Mm-hmm. Whoop. and smooth it out. Leave some keyframes in between and
I like lips and genitals off. I like lips and genitals.
Yeah, that's more like it. Does it still look okay right now?
I like lips and genitals off.
Mm-hmm. Like rip. There's still something missing. Let me just get some sweet. I love this Christmas candy. It's just the best. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, I get. I see.
I like
Yeah. Shoulders are missing. Shoulders are missing here. This shoulder's alright. And I think what I should also do... Yeah, his hands are far too low. This should be happening up here. Somewhere around here.
like lips and genitals. I like lips and genitals.
Yeah, that's better. Now, this elbow can come out here. Not too far. That's okay.
In fact,
I like lips and genitals. I like lips.
Yeah. Yep, just like that.
His fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
I like lips and genitals.
In fact,
I like lip. Anna could tell guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
I like lips and genitals. Lips and genitals.
Let's leave it how it was. Just move it a little bit to the side again. Like that.
I like lips and genitals.
And smooth it.
I like lips and genitals off. I like lips and genitals off.
There's still something missing.
I like lips.
I guess maybe we could use the legs before the root motion. Like,
I like lips.
like this.
I like lips and genitals. I like lips and genitals off.
No, it would be, I guess, the other way around. Actually, let's see here. I put those two in here. Now let's try it out. Let's see what looks right.
I like lips and genitals. I like lips and genitals. I like lips and genitals off.
Yeah, that looks alright.
I like lips and genitals off. I like lips and genitals.
Yeah, here down in the render view. That looks alright.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
There's something wrong about... Oh yeah. Maybe I can fix it a little bit with his elbow here. Yeah, a little bit.
His fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I
and like lips.
And fix this floating elbow.
and
a
no,
little.
in fact,
and like lips and genital.
Just fix it in position sometimes.
Chris
Yeah.
Cartel guy's fingers and
no, in
nose.
fact,
Still something here. Ba, 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 ba.
Guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
Now we need this keyframe.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
it-
Oh yeah, yeah. Now I see it. Still, this still doesn't look quite right. Maybe move this in here already, so that we can fix this somehow. Please, please. I guess.
Cartel guy's fingers and nose.
Oh no, okay, this one was essential. Ugh. But this sure as hell isn't.
Cartel guy's fingers and
no, in
nose.
fact,
I guess I could just copy this one over here
Fingers and
No,
nose.
it-
and just move it a little bit. Fingers. Fingers.
Cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact, I
and like lips and genitals off.
like
Mhm.
I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and if you ever see one of those chimp attacks where someone's where Chris ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
And
No,
nose,
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
No, in
Nose,
fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
like
Hmm?
Genitals off. Lips and genitals. Genitals off.
What?
Lips and genital. And lips and
Okay, rip.
like lips and genital. And genitals off.
Okay. He rips. Oop, no, don't hide it. Move it back down. Wah. Move it down more.
Like lips and genitals off. Lips and genitals off. Lips and genitals off. Like lips and genitals off. Lips and,
I
like lips and, like lips. And like lips.
Like ribs.
And like lips and genitals off.
Like
Genitals off.
like
After that. He should get into this kind of relaxed position. Mm-hmm. A little bit clipping is okay. Whoop. This up. Mm-hmm. And move back those shoulders and relax. Move back your hands. Mm-hmm. Yep, like that. And now the shoulder. This one should up a little bit too. Mm-hmm. And this one a little bit down. Yep, that's alright.
Lips and genitals off.
like
Lips and genitals off.
Mm-hmm.
Lips and genitals off. And like lips and genitals off.
like
Lips and genitals off. Lips and genitals off. Genitals off.
Let's put some keyframes in here. Oh. What's his hand doing here? You don't need this. Move this along.
Genitals off.
like
And put some here, put some there. Move them to the left.
And genitals off.
like
Lips and genitals off.
Alright, don't forget the shoulders. I did something wrong with those shoulders while white painting. Just doesn't look right. Maybe it's just this one here. Yeah, that's better. Same for you.
And like lips and genitals off.
like
Yeah, this one here can go.
And genitals off.
like
Lips and genitals off.
like
And like lips and
He rips and tears until it's done.
like lips and genitals off. And like lips and genitals. Lips and genitals off.
Like,
Let's copy those two over here,
Genitals off.
and then
And like lips and genitals off.
like,
Lips and genitals off.
nah. Maybe I don't need those.
Lips and genitals off.
like,
But what I need to do is finally
Lips and
opening up those hands.
lips and genitals off.
Earlier?
Lips and genitals off.
And before they reach the high point, you
Genitals off.
bend them a little bit to make this motion a little bit swooshier, and maybe also like
Lips and
this.
genitals off.
like,
Yeah.
And genitals off.
like,
And open those hands a little bit more, wider. Whoop. Not like this, but like this, and maybe there. Yeah, sure, why not? And now let's copy those. I guess into here.
Genitals off.
like,
And then put them back together.
Off.
like,
Genitals off.
like,
Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier than that.
Genitals off.
like,
It still doesn't look right. Maybe later.
Genitals off.
like,
Slower?
Off.
like, I would,
Guess that's okay.
Off.
like, I wouldn't,
I guess. No.
Genitals off.
That's too smooth. Too smooth.
Genitals off.
like,
You would just let your arms drop, not let them slide down. Not like this. No. Guess we have to turn this motion around then. So I can give this the landing at least 2 frames, I guess, just to so it's not too abrupt. Put a keyframe here. Keep this arm
Off.
like,
up a little bit more. Move this over here.
Off.
like,
Maybe. Maybe I believable if it bounced a little bit?
Like
Nah. No.
like
Off.
like
Guess the rest is too smooth too. Like those two bones here. He has to drop in there. Give this one here keyframe more. Give those two some space.
Genitals off.
like
And now let's
Off.
like
drop. That's too fast.
Off.
like
And now
Genitals off.
like
not simultaneously, maybe switches around. a
Genitals
little.
off.
like
Mm,
Lips and genitals off.
like
Genitals off.
like
Genitals off.
like
Genitals off.
like
uh, sure, why not? Let's try
Genitals
this.
off.
like
Now this animation also needs some smoothing.
Off.
like
That's too quick.
Off.
like
And like lips and genitals off.
like
Off.
like I wouldn't
Press the neck,
like I wouldn't have even been
the head. This one over here. This one over there. Up, up.
I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
And genitals off.
Like
Genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten. Oh, in fact,
And like lips and genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and if you ever see one of those chimp attacks where someone's like, Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a
It's still lagging a little bit.
attacks where someone's like,
There we go.
Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy. Ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, there should be a little bit more power in here. Just a little bit, little bit.
cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
No.
now.
Ah, this arm. It will be the end of me.
Cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel Chris
Yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
Okay, this overstretching here shouldn't happen. Guess let's give this shoulder a little bit more play here.
Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
Cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in-
Chris
yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers. Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I
and like lips and
That's
genitals
okay.
to show off bars. Chris
Yeah.
Anna Cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
Like-
Lips and genital.
Hmm. Okay.
Lips and genitals off.
And copy those over here. Hmm. And paste.
Lips and genitals off.
like
And like lips and genitals off.
It's his right fist.
And genitals off.
like
Lips and genitals off.
I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're,
doing it.
And we're, if you ever see one of those chimp attacks where someone's like Chris like ate a
And here, when he starts this animation, I guess this hand could be closed until here.
where someone's like Chris like ate a cartel guy just doesn't
Yeah.
show up.
And his other hand, let's try it like this. It should be fine. Up. Up until this point, maybe. Yeah. And turn his hand a little bit upwards, like that.
Ever see one of those chimp attacks? If you ever see one of those chimp attacks where someone's where Chris like ate a cartel guy just doesn't show up bars. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
I wouldn't have even been bothered if.
It's believable, but still too tame. I
Attacks where
guess.
someone's where Chris like ate a cartel guy just doesn't.
And
Just doesn't show up bars.
Yeah.
Cartel guy just doesn't show up bars. Chris
Yeah.
ate
right, and this motion here,
just doesn't show up bars.
too fluid. We can go from. Let's start with this one.
Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel.
Which one is this here?
cartel.
Let's count that
And a
as...
cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
Still...
show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and a
Which one is it? It's... maybe in the lower one here? I guess.
a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact, I
and, like lips.
Yeah.
Just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
and a cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact, I
and, like lips and genital.
Like... Still, the rib is just a little bit too weak.
I-
And, like lip.
Maybe let's make the jump a little bit more exaggerated. Just a little
And, like lips and genital.
and the
Lips and genitals off.
ba, 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 ba.
Lips and genitals. And, like lips and genitals off. And, like lips.
Yeah, lean into it. Yeah, lean more into it, like that. Even maybe even more.
And, like lips and
Could this be too much? I don't know.
and, like lips and genitals. And, like lips.
Rips. Oh, rips. Oh, that would be nice now. Ah, some rips. Rip. But now the hand... I guess the shoulder could help here. Maybe... Come on. You can do it. Maybe it doesn't look shit. Let's try.
And, like lips and genitals.
Looks a little bit shit.
Like lips and genitals off.
Just a little bit shit. Maybe I can counter this by
Genitals off.
moving in here a little bit quicker.
Lips and genitals off.
Root motion, what
genitals
do you say?
off.
Yeah, I guess the root motion could be a little bit less smooth. Let's try it this direction first.
Lips and genitals off.
I
Yeah,
would.
that's better.
And, like lips and genitals off.
But here, wait to jump.
And, like lips and genitals off.
I see what's wrong. Okay. He jumps up, leans to the left with that, but it looks like he's shifting a little bit to the right while coming down again. Maybe I can just cheat a little bit. Just move him left here. It won't help his left hand.
Lips and genitals off.
He's sliding a little bit, but that's okay. I guess I can just slide him to the left here.
Off.
And let's take a look down here in the render view.
And, like lips and genitals off.
You don't even see
Like
it.
lips and genitals off.
Nice.
I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten.
Okay, so how's his left hand doing now?
Like lips and genitals off.
It's fine. It's not too bad. We can just counter this by moving a little bit to the left here. I guess ugh. I guess here too. That should work.
Like
now.
lips and genitals off.
Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like.
Okay,
they would've
Zach,
done it
you
to
can
us and we
chill
didn't
now
do it to
here.
them.
And by
I
the way,
didn't like
we're
doing it.
and we're
Okay,
like Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been bothered if.
Now Zach should just idle a little bit. Maybe turn your gaze back to the TV in front of you. That's over there.
Wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten.
Your head, your neck. Move this over here, like that.
Like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3.
Alright, neck first, head
Wouldn't have
later.
even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
And
Bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
some help from the upper body, I guess.
I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
I guess.
Wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
But still, we still have to smooth this out. First, what's that? Is that a neck? Yep, neck. You get over here. Then the head. Oh, you get over here, and then chest. Over here.
Wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
I guess the head could even fall a little bit to this side
Bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
quicker.
Been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's
Yeah,
just.
that's not bad.
Even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just.
Then I guess his shoulder has to follow. At least a little bit. Does it? Yeah, I guess it does. A bit like this. Let's try that.
Bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys.
I guess that's too much. Too much. Just the tiniest bit.
Bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly. Bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly.
Yeah. Let's see. Is that enough for his idol?
Like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like.
Maybe
Eaten
not.
3 guys. Honestly, it's just.
It's just now you can partake a little bit in the conversation, Zach. Look over there.
Eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like. 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like.
Zip.
Honestly, it's just like.
Smoothing, a little bit of smoothness in here.
3 guys. Honestly, it's just like. They would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by the way, Wait,
like
we're-
doing it.
If you ever see one of those chimp attacks where someone's where Chris like ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose,
in fact, I
and, like lips and genitals off.
I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
If you ever see,
Didn't
wait,
like
we're-
Them.
and by
I
the way,
didn't-
And by the way, he says.
Didn't do it to them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like-
we're-
To them.
and
I
by the
didn't
way,
like-
we're-
To them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
To them.
and by
I
the way,
didn't like-
we're-
Them.
and by
I
the way,
didn't-
To them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and we're-
Doing it.
and if you-
Them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and if you
Away. Ba-ba. Ugh. Elbow underneath. Hand up. Stretch a little bit. Now I just need the keyframe from before. Ugh. That doesn't look right. No, 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 no. But it's the right. It's the right one, right? Let's try that again. Yeah, yeah, that's better.
Like
we're-
doing it.
and if you
I like
we're-
doing it.
and
Like
we're-
doing it.
and if you
I
by the way,
didn't like
we're-
doing it.
and if you
I
by the way,
didn't like
we're-
doing it.
and if you
Them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
Us if we didn't do it to them.
and
I
by the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and if you ever see
No.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it. I like
we're-
doing it.
and if you ever see one of those
Them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
Bite away.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
Them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
Them.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and-
Okay. Getting sleepy by now.
and by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
we're-
doing it.
and if you we're-
Doing it.
and we're just
it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
word-
doing it.
If you ever see one of those chimp attacks where someone's where Chris ate a cartel guy just as a show of force, Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose,
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
This rip.
Fingers and
No,
nose,
in fact,
and like lips and and like lips and genitals off. And like lips and genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been. No, in
Nose,
fact,
and like lips and genitals off. And like lips and genitals off.
like.
Like lips.
In fact,
and like lips and and like lips and
Mm. Mm.
and like lips and genitals off. And like lips and genitals off. And like lips and genitals off.
like I
guess
wouldn't have
it's
even
fine.
been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, that's just.
Tell guys fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
word-
doing it.
and word- if you ever see one of those chimp attacks where someone's where Chris ate a cartel. Chris ate a cartel guy just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
No,
nose.
in fact,
Force here, this. At least that could move a little bit more.
as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate
Yeah.
a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
Maybe not too similar. Maybe move this hand a little bit. Guess this one too. Move this back and here. Just a notch.
just as a show of force. Chris
Yeah.
ate a cartel guy's fingers and
no,
nose.
in fact,
and like lips and genitals off.
like I wouldn't have even been bothered if he'd eaten 3 guys. Honestly, it's just like they would have done it to us if we didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
word-
doing it.
And where'd you?
Yeah, this Chris animation takes the cake for this scene. I guess I really nailed this one back there.
We didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
word-
doing it.
and if you ever see one of those chimp.
Yeah.
We didn't do it to them.
And by
I
the
didn't
way,
like
word-
doing it.
and if you-
Yeah, but this should be enough for today. Just one last sip. Okay. Then off to brush my teeth and